ISM Code, Chapter 9 of the Annex to the SOLAS Convention. International Safety Management Code. This is the management for the safe operation of ships. The purpose of this code is to provide an international standard for the safe management and operation of ships and for pollution prevention. This is made mandatory by the Chapter 9 of the Annex to the 1974 SOLAS Convention.
Parts of the ISM. Part A, Implementation, and Part B, Certification and Verification. Part A, Implementation. 1. General. 1.1 Definitions. The following definitions apply to Parts A and B of this code. 1.1.1 International Safety Management or ISM Code means the International Management Code for the safe operation of ships and for pollution prevention as adopted by the Assembly, as may be amended by the organization. 1.1.2 Company means the owner of the ship or any other organization or such as the manager or the bareboat charterer who has assumed the responsibility for operation of the ship from the ship owner and who, on assuming such responsibility, has agreed to take over all duties and responsibility imposed by the code. 1.1.3 Administration means the government of the state whose flag the ship is entitled to fly. 1.1.4 Safety Management System means a structured and documented system enabling company personnel to implement effectively the company's safety and environmental protection policy. 1.1.5 Document of Compliance means a document issued to a company which complies with the requirements of this code. 1.1.6 Safety Management Certificate means a document issued to a ship which signifies that the company and its shipboard management operate in accordance with the approved safety management system. 1.1.7 Objective Evidence means quantitative or qualitative information, records, or statements of fact pertaining to safety or to the existence and implementation of a safety management system element which is based on observation, measurement, or test and which can be verified. 1.1.8 Observation means a statement of fact made during a safety management audit and substantiated by objective evidence. 1.1.9 Non-conformity means an observed situation where objective evidence indicates the non-fulfillment of a specified requirement. 1.1.10 Major nonconformity means an identifiable deviation that poses a serious threat to the safety of personnel or the ship, or a serious risk to the environment that requires immediate corrective action, or the lack of effective and systematic implementation of a requirement of this code. 1.1.11 Anniversary date means the day and month of each year that corresponds to the date of expiry of the relevant document or certificate. 1.1.12 Convention means the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, 1974 as amended. Part A, Implementation 1 General. 1.2 Objectives. 1.2.1 The objectives of the code are to ensure safety at sea, prevention of human injury or loss of life, and avoidance of the damage to the environment, in particular to the marine environment and to property. 1.2.2 Safety management objectives of the company should, inter alia, 1.
provide for safe practices in ship operation in a safe working environment.
2. Assess all identified risks to its ships, personnel, and the environment and establish appropriate safeguards. And
3. Continuously improve safety management skills of personnel ashore and aboard ships, including preparing for emergencies related both to safety and environmental protection. 1.2.3. The safety management system should ensure 1. Compliance with mandatory rules and regulations, and 2. That applicable codes, guidelines, and standards recommended by the organization, administrations, classification societies, and maritime industry organizations are taken into account. 1.3. Application. The requirements of this code may be applied to all ships. 1.4. Functional requirements for a safety management system. Every company should develop, implement, and maintain a safety management system which includes the following functional requirements. 1. A safety and environmental protection policy. 2. Instructions and procedures to ensure safe operation of ships and protection of the environment in compliance with relevant international and flag state legislation. 3. Define levels of authority and lines of communication between and amongst shore and shipboard personnel. 4. Procedures for reporting accidents and nonconformities with the provisions of this code. 5. Procedures to prepare for and respond to emergency situations. And 6. Procedures for internal audits and management reviews. 2. Safety and environmental protection policy. 2.1. The company should establish a safety and environmental protection policy which describes how the objectives given in paragraph 1.2 will be achieved. 2.2. The company should ensure that the policy is implemented and maintained at all levels of the organization, both ship-based and shore-based. 3. Company responsibilities and authority. 3.1. The entity who is responsible for the operation of the ship is other than the owner. The owner must report the full name and details of such entity to the administration. 3.2. The company should define and document the responsibility, authority, and interrelation of all personnel who manage, perform, and verify work relating to and affecting safety and pollution prevention. 3.3. The company is responsible for ensuring that adequate resources and shore-based support are provided to enable the designated person or persons to carry out their functions. Designated persons, or DP, or designated person ashore, or DPA. To ensure the safe operation of each ship and to a link between the company and those on board, every company should designate a person or persons ashore having direct access to the highest level of management. The responsibility and authority of a designated person or persons should include monitoring the safety and pollution prevention of the operation of each ship and ensuring that adequate resources and shore-based support are applied as required.